Hello, my name is Robert, and at 76 years of age, I find myself in the uncomfortable position of needing to reach out and ask for help from three of my major communities, and that would be veterans, active duty, and my civilian friends that I have established relationship with over the years. For the last 3 decades, I've been the guy that people could turn to when they needed some help. And beginning in July of 2024, all of that started to change. I have a pulmonologist at the VA who was not pleased, just as well as I was not, with the functioning of my lungs. And we had to go through a series of steps to make sure that I was qualified for the appropriate amount of compensation and pension for my respiratory problems. And part of this was having to be on an extended dose of steroids for quite a while. So in July, they put me onto a 12-week regimen of steroids, being prednisone. And during that time, it was really very uncomfortable being on the medication. It has a lot of bodily effects. But when it came time to stop taking it, even though I put on a taper down by the doctor, the withdrawal was absolutely horrendous. In mid-October, I ended up in the ER, and from the ER, I was transferred over to telemetry ICU because my heart was not beating right, my blood sugar was all out of whack, and things were just not good at all. And I spent a few days there getting stabilized in the ICU and then sent home. My feet and legs had swollen to about 2.5 times their regular size due to edema and water retention. And it really affected my gait, my ability to move around and function on a daily basis. The end game of that was that in February, I was able to return back to the road and do earn some money. I worked 4 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, about 6 hours a day, which is about the maximum that this aged body wants to put up with. And I had the unfortunate incident of a gentleman deciding to make an unlawful left-hand turn directly in front of me, and our vehicles made contact. My vehicle was in the shop and off the road for about 6 weeks. And once it got out of there, at the body shop, I realized that there was an issue with the fuel pump. So I took it to Centennial Hyundai, which is the 2016 Hyundai Sonata Eco, and to replace the fuel pump, to put a new CV axle on the car, new brakes on the rear, and 2 new tires on the rear will run about $3,000. And having depleted my savings over the last 7 months, I just don't have that kind of funding available. I had closed out my credit cards and excuse me, that just goes with the territory. Don't have, at this point, with the shortened income or diminished income and the rest of the factors that go into being able to qualify for a loan, plus the state of our economy today, I am not able to go into a new car. So getting this one fixed is the primary way that I'm going to be able to get back to work. It's important for me to be able to do this work. I like to be of service to people, and I have achieved the status of a 5-star driver and also a preferred driver. And I am very capable of and known for making sure that people are comfortable and get a good, safe ride to and from their destination or to and from their home from their destination. And so I'm reaching out and asking for some help with this. As I said, there is about a $3,000 expense incurred with getting the car completely roadworthy again. And then because I wasn't able to work from October forward, that is the time of the year that I direct my income toward being able to come square with the Internal Revenue Service. And this year that wasn't possible. And so I've got about $1,800 worth of debt that I owe to the IRS. And that's included in the total $5,500 figure that I'm requesting. Whatever anyone can do to help, I will be greatly appreciative of. And I just hope that there are enough out there that can put in a few dollars a piece, whatever you can afford, to help me get back on the road and keep me as a fully functioning person rather than someone that just sits at home and doesn't contribute much to society, in the outside world. And keeps my mental status in good shape and keeps me active. So once again, I want to thank you very much for taking the time to listen to this. There is a narrative that lays out the facts, a lot of the facts that I've given you here. And I hope you'll take the time to read through that. And once again, thank you so very much for your time and paying attention. And if you are able to help out some, thank you. Bye-bye.